Hello. Welcome
Hello.
to Veronica Explains Discord stream, because it seems like everybody that's here is also on Veronica Explains Discord channel. So I'm being facetious. By the way, if you're not a Patreon member of Veronica Explains, go do it. And then you get to talk to these cool people that are there and below me. And I can't seem to point today. So, hi, I'm Trina. Trina's Technobabble. We're going to. So today is National. I'm going to put International instead of just National. Retro Day. So it seemed to be very fitting that I'm going to take a look at a beige case that I got yesterday. That I don't know what the deal is with it yet, and also a Microsoft PS2 mouse or keyboard. So I'm joined by the two lovely people. We got Lily and Mark. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hi.
I don't know why
Actually,
we're
I
looking at
just
Mark's. I don't know why we're
I,
looking at Mark's lap, but for some reason we're looking at Mark's lap.
Beige things.
Beige things. Okay.
I just kind of panicked internally since I thought, hang on, I'm beige cases. I haven't got any nostalgia for those lot, but I just remembered I've got an Arcos A9 tablet PC right here on the desk that I got from eBay for, I don't know, 10 euros or so. And it's not quite as retro as your beige bricks and all, but
Is it
this
something similar to one of these, like an XP based?
actually
tablet?
It came with Windows 7 Starter, but I downgraded
it's
it
new.
to Windows XP Tablet PC Edition.
Just what
Nice.
that is.
And
It's my
I thought if anyone's interested, I might show that off.
sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just gonna cover some basics from last night. So I'm gonna make myself speak because hey, it's my stream and I can do what I want. I received a haul yesterday, and I showed it off last night. It came with this gigabyte motherboard, which works. Thankfully, I had ordered DDR4 memory for another board, which I ended up not needing, and it worked with the board. And I was able to also do mem tests because that's what I do. So I was able to test the memory and need it. Like, do I need to send this back? I also got a stack of hard drives. Anybody want 2 door stops? They don't even show up plugged in.
Oh, I've got plenty myself, thanks.
Trina,
So,
are they Seagates by any chance?
no, one is no, but one's a Western Digital black.
Incoming XP jump scare.
Ooh.
Nice.
I don't know if you heard that, but
I did.
Yes. Yeah. And the other one, I don't know what the manufacturer is, but here's the model of it.
That's a Samsung. It says on the label.
Oh my God! Really? Could not see that. Honest to God, could not see that. Yeah.
It wasn't very big, to be fair.
But yeah, both of those don't even show up when I plug them in, and yeah. And remove the platters to make a wind chime. I think I'm good with that. CDI, they're just gonna go into e-waste. With the rest of the hard drives that I got sitting behind me in a box. But yeah, so that's the update. I also tested the Microsoft mouse, which you really can't.
Oh, my nan had those. Exactly that one.
When I first
exactly
started,
this one, the one that I'm holding in my hand in Canada.
No, actually, no. It was a bigger Microsoft one. It just looked the same from the back.
Yeah. So yeah,
It was
I went
enormous.
to take a screenshot of the specs of this, and Gigabyte loves to put a huge cursor in the middle of it. So I plugged this in and was able to move the cursor around. So I'm going to say it works. At least it moved. So yeah. So here's what the piece de resistance is. Let's change over to my bench cam.
Did you say
it's this bad boy.
you see Pizza de Resistance?
No, Peace to Resistance. Or Pizza to Resistance, I don't know. So it has two optical drive bays,
Well,
one's a
it
DVD
can't march
RW.
against the establishment on an empty stomach, so pizza de resistance is very much appreciated.
It's good. Resistance, rebellions are built on hope. Resistances are built on pizza, apparently.
Yep.
There you go.
So I haven't opened it up. So I received this yesterday. I was told it doesn't work. The person thought it was the power supply. Oh, and we're also going to test this Microsoft.
Oh, all the retro feels.
All the retro feels, yeah.
This is early 2000s just bleeding out of the screen right now.
Right. So let's back this up a bit because I'm going to turn the case around.
I can smell the gunk on the keys.
It's actually really clean.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
It's like super, like there's no real dirt to it. But so as you can see, it's obviously like a P4-ish port. It's got two serial ports, it's got a computer port, and a gamepad port.
Lily is
But
apparently rolling some stones down a hill.
No, I was just rummaging for the charger of the tablet because the battery surprisingly still works. It's just the charge doesn't last for more than 20 minutes or so, and XP already beeped at me and nagged that the battery was flushed. So,
but it also has a black power supply, which is not, doesn't match this.
That's A, not original, and B, it's a Seasonic, so it was probably quite expensive.
Yeah. So we're gonna open this up because I haven't done anything with it. All I know is I was told it doesn't work. And that's it. And he thought it was the power supply, but I am willing to bet.
I am also willing to bet it's not the power supply.
I'm willing to bet it's got pop caps and the board's gone belly up.
if the power supply works, are you going to spray paint it or something to make it match?
No, I'm going to part this thing out because it's worth more in parts than it is together. Ta-da! Here we go. So we're inside the bad boy. Now this is like a new power supply. It's even got the circular power cables. We also have count them, two IDE hard drives. Woohoo!
I will return shortly. I just need to go and change shirts. I just remembered.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, the upside to me being stuck in Germany is I'm learning a lot of fun phrases, and to that mess of cables, they've actually got a phrase as well. It basically translates to cable salad.
That's pretty accurate, actually.
I find that quite poetic.
This power supply is way like super overkill for this computer. I don't see any pop capacitors. There's nothing domed, which is a good sign. But there's nothing. There's a bunch of them. They're all nice and flat. There's a bunch there. So I'm kind of looking back at my camera at the same time, or at my screen. Yeah, there's a bunch.
I don't know what that card is, but it's missing in action.
So we got video card here, which I'm pointing at. Let me take this thing out. Let's go. We got a video card. That is some kind of audio card. Network card that has both coax and RJ45. We got in between that. Sorry, you can't really see because of my name. But that is a FireWire card and a USB card. So we're like rocking this thing out.
Stacked.
All right, well, let's plug it in, turn it on. See what it does. See if I get a beep, beep, beep. Because what's the worst that can happen? Oh, fire, I guess.
It'll catch fire. Or one of the caps will just go.
Okay, well we have a solid green light on the board.
That's a
Which you
good
can't see,
start.
but take my word for it, it's
It's green.
there.
It's on.
it's there-ish.
In an
Power?
awkward place where you can't point the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Naturally. Standard.
It's turning on. Okay.
Has it got a BIOS speaker?
It does,
There's
but
no
it's not
beep
beepity
so
beeping.
far.
Oh. Someone left this inside. That's not what you're supposed to do. Oh, and there's another 2 USB ports on the back. Wow, this thing's loaded. All right, well, let's plug in a video card and see if it's doing anything. Or a video cable, sorry, not card. I know what I meant.
My spidey senses say it's probably got a GeForce 2 MX in it. Because that looks like a half-height card, and in those days, most GeForce 2 MX cards were tiny and very scrawny little cards. They were like the standard.
So, let's turn it on again. The power button's a bit funky on the front. But... Huh. What the hell? Oh. And now it won't turn on. Uh-huh.
Turn the switch on the back of the power supply off and back on again.
Yeah, that's what I do, yeah.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah, right. Oh, now it just turned on. What the hell?
I'm just reminded of an incident where the first ever laptop that I bought was short-circuited by the hard drive at some point after I cleaned it and put thermal paste on the CPU, etc. And there hadn't been any fluid ingress, nothing. It's just as soon as you put in the hard drive, the entire board would short.
All right, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to strip this bad boy down. Take the board out.
Trina's Technobabble Strip Edition.
Strip edition. The only fancy.
That note, maybe you can use those IDE cables as jewelry or something.
Jesus, do you know how many of these I have?
Straps.
Look. Straps, yeah.
Yeah, shoulder straps.
Oh, that's interesting. The second hard drive wasn't even. It had the ribbon cable going into it, but no
power.
There's the power cable that I didn't pull.
That means whoever put the new power supply in didn't get far enough with the computer to plug it all back in again. Which means there's about 99% chance the power supply's fine.
Yeah,
because they couldn't get it to start.
I'm willing to bet that the power supply is fine too. We're going to test that when I get it out.
Looking at that board.
I got a power supply tester. Ta-da.
Wow.
Yeah.
Technology.
Yeah, right. Oh, we also have SATA cables on this. Surprise, surprise.
Which are probably not plugged into anything.
No, well, there's nothing in here to plug it into.
Yeah, it's a little early for Serialite, yeah.
Wait, what the hell? There's 3 hard drives in this thing.
Well, it did have FireWire, which means they might have been editing video with it.
Yeah.
I mean, God forbid you would ever want to edit video on a Pentium 4, but you know, it's still.
Well, back in the day when that was the option, or a Mac.
I was going to say.
You had 2 options.
Just buy a Mac.
Yeah, right. But yeah, there's if you look here, we got 1, 2, 3 drives. Wow. Okay. Let me get my toolkit because I want a magnetic tip. Boom, boom, boom. How many tips am I missing? Okay, just the one. Okay.
Stream's definitely not sponsored by iFixit.
Nope. But hey,
other toolkits are available.
Dear iFixit, if you want to sponsor me. contact me. It's
Yeah, sure,
technobabblet@gmail.com. Just send me a message. We can talk. So this is the video card.
Definitely looks very GeForce 2 MXy.
It could be. It doesn't love to say what it is, though.
Or it might be an ATI Rage or something.
Let me grab my glasses so I can read the damn thing.
It probably doesn't say on the FCC label on the back.
No, but there's another label here.
Oh.
It says Eton Edward Thomas, Ontario, November, and then Edward Thomas 866, but that may not. Oh, it's a Matrox.
Oh, it's G200.
Hang on, what are the names related to?
I have no. Oh, it's super dusty though. Look at that.
Mr. Edward, would you please come up, pick up your computer?
Yeah, that we need to. Yeah, that needs to get dusted off. Anyway, yeah. So it's a Matrox card. Let's take a look at the MIA card. That's the next one.
Definitely a business computer. It's got a Matrox card in it. Wasn't being used for games.
And yes, it's only got one.
This is the audio card.
That's a meaty audio card.
Echo Digital Audio from 2000. Just a PCI card. Cool. That feels newer than the other, like the video card. It's also less dusty.
Actually, what are those connectors on it?
Those are 1/4-inch audio jacks.
Yep.
Ooh.
And then there's also the two that go to nowhere. So these two
basically you can plug your guitar amp right in there.
Yeah.
But these two on the bottom, the white and the red one.
Yeah, I know those ones.
There's nothing there on the board, or like on the card. They're just there if people, I guess, wanted to add them in after. Okay, let's see what your next card is. Da-da-da. You're getting a lot of ARM action. Oh, this is the network card. It's a D-Link DE-528 Rev B2.
I think I had one of those in a practice PC that I tinkered on.
And it's got the coax as well as the RJ45.
I have two of those brand new.
Coaxial on a network card.
Yeah. All right, I gotta back this up a little bit because the cards are starting to go down.
I'd like to think that I'm quite well informed, but I've never heard of coaxial for computer networking.
You're young. That's your problem.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know the half of that.
You are but young, my child.
And there we go. We got the FireWire card.
That's a Belkin card, I would say. Is it?
I don't know. I can't see.
I thought it looked like a Belkin from the card color, but
might be. It doesn't. It just says 1394p v1.0 ver 1.0, but it doesn't officially have.
They usually have a Belkin logo on them. It's a Belkin one.
Yeah, it's not a Belkin that I can I can't see. There's the model up there.
Yeah,
I don't see anything,
that's not a Belkin card. I thought it might be because it was a black PCB. They use black PCBs a lot, but.
And last but not least, actually we got two of them. We got USB card.
When you unplug that, is a Belkin one.
There's your Belkin card right there.
Yeah.
That's the 4-port USB.
Probably USB 2, I think.
It's USB dust. This is one dusty effing computer. And last but not least, one more card.
This is a PC card bonanza. This is.
Yeah, right. Well, this one's not so much a PC card. It's kind of
Oh, it's
add on that people
port.
normally. So that's just a 2-port.
Port noodle.
Yeah, and then it just connects to your motherboard. But look at the dust hanging off this.
Oh.
Jeez Louise. I would have wore gloves had I known this. All right. So let's strip the rest of this thing apart. I don't need the front header. That stuff can go. By the way, Mark, do you want a dust ball?
Dust bunny.
The dust family is what it is.
It's a family of bunnies. It's a whole nest of bunnies.
It is. Right.
Well, you know what they say about rabbits, they multiply.
Oh, you've got to be effing joking me.
What?
So if we look at the board.
If you'd like to cuss, I can just bleep for you.
Listen.
Beep.
You'll be beeping all day. Usually they put the you see where they, so this is your floppy and then you have your 2 IDEs. Normally in this section, because they got like a fucking shit ton of room down here that they could have put them and put your 20 or 24 pin
connectors.
And you could have put your 24 or 20 or 24 pin. No, do you see where it is? In between.
Oh yeah.
Right. It's down in here. Like, who designed this board?
Asus. That's the answer to that question.
I mean, clearly.
That wasn't uncommon on Pentium 4 boards because they were quite cramped. And because of IDE having so many long, flat connectors, they quite often put them along the top because it was out of the way. And also, it reduced the length of the power cables between the power lead and the processor and the memory, which was somehow critical for reducing problems with interference and resistance and things. I don't know.
Oh, and whoever installed these drives put that, or at least one of the screws on both sides. I hate when people do that. I never did that. I hated it because I hated taking off both sides.
Yeah. I guess the drive cage doesn't come out.
Actually, this one does. I am looking at it now. It does.
Well, it comes out with a side.
Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. There is a screw right here, which I assume is for the drive cage.
Yeah, just put your hand under it, because if you undo that, quite often they just go clonk and fall out.
Hopefully not.
This one's obviously holding on a bit better than most of them.
Yeah.
I lost count of the number of times in cases like that where I undid that screw and the drive just went clonk.
Yeah. Yeah. How do I get the darn thing out?
Pull backwards, maybe, or pull sideways, or it doesn't look like it goes. Yeah, it comes out sideways, I think, because there's a stopper thing.
There we go.
I could see the little doodly doos on the back was stopping it going back.
Well, I got a screw that I can't get out. That's a problem.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, there it comes. Cool. So let's see what size these drives are, shall we?
80.
Yeah, not even.
But a guess?
60?
I was close.
60. You were close.
I did go over though, so Price is Right rules have failed me there.
Right. Price is Right rules.
Well, I just closest without going over.
We got a 20.
That'll be the original boot drive.
I bet, yeah.
From 2001, whenever this thing was built, by the looks of it.
Because we got a Western Digital Caviar 205AA.
Oh, no.
20.5 gigabytes.
I'll be surprised if that one still works, but it's not totally unlikely. So I'm guessing that the one in this bay here is probably like a 160 or something.
Let's find out, shall we?
Because it's been stuffed in last of all, I think. Using the screws through the hole using the screw through the hole that's not intended for the hard drive mounting.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's held in with a single screw, yeah, in the floppy bay.
What size do you think it is?
160?
It is. I used to remember this. No, it's a 200. Look, it's a Western Digital 2000. That's right. You move 10, and that's the size of your drive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a 200
gigabytes.
IDE drive.
That must have cost a fortune at that point.
Oh, it would have. Yeah.
Yeah. In 2003, I bought two 80 gig SATA drives, and they were £123 each.
Jesus.
Back when I had money and stuff. Yeah.
What was that like? Money?
I don't remember. It was too long ago.
Oh. Well, I found some problems with the board.
Oh dear.
We got two pop caps at the bottom.
Smoking crater. Yeah, thought so.
Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, I'll get the board out and then I can show it off because it's right at the bottom and I just can't get the camera angle in there. But yeah, we got 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
all the big ones look fine.
Say, I'm quite comforted by the way your room looks. I'm not the only one that's quite messy.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know which one of us you're talking to.
Are you called Mark nowadays?
Yeah,
Have
but
you
I didn't.
changed
I'm
your
like,
name
listen,
in the
if
last
you want to
second?
see messy, let's take a look at my bench, shall we? Like, there's piles of stuff there, piles of stuff there. Let's take a look at my table behind me. Like, yeah, messy. That's why I'm like, wait, are you talking to me or Mark?
This is the messy computer house club,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's more trains and random bits and things and
whatever you do, it ends up all over the place.
Well, yeah. All right, what do we got for a stick of memory here? I'm going to take this out because I got the screws kind of buried around it, and it's just easier to. Jesus, fucking. It is 512 megabytes.
Yes.
Haha.
I didn't say anything, but I thought that was what it was.
Well, you should have.
Yeah, but I'd have been wrong.
Listen, you could be winning tons of money if this was Price is Right.
Not so well. I would have done on the hard drive, I suppose, because I was close without going over. But
all right, let's take the screw out. And last but not least, the more tricky of them all. I start with the easy ones and work my way back. I'm not looking at the chat, so I am sorry, folks. I got two lovely people who aren't keeping me up to date, so we'll blame them. Hey, Jesse. Emily.
Nice.
Hello. Sounds like a chance to solder. No.
It'd actually be a really good soldering exercise because it won't be that hard. And the caps are probably pretty easy to get. But, you know, whether you want to revive a socket 478 Pentium board from the dawn of the Stone Age is up to you.
Yeah.
I mean, they are getting relatively rare now. So.
I know, right? And I'm going to show you the ports that it has on it as well once I get it. So I'm lifting it up, not like I normally do, because I also still got the main power, but I took it off so I could. Jeez Louise. Like, look who designed. Like, seriously. So you can't see what I'm looking at. Seriously, who designed this?
Yeah, and it's conveniently pinched between the CPU heatsink and the power supply when you put it in the case as well, which is.
Yep.
Just let go. Come out.
Hold on, let me set it down for a sec. Sometimes it's easier. Emily, I just got your message. No worries at all. Yeah. So let's take a peek. So sorry, you can't see what I'm looking at. So there's these two here that are popped.
Yep.
And then there's this one here between the sockets that's popped. So yeah,
it's probably unhappy.
It might, you think? But look at the ports that I have not seen. Let me rephrase that. I have not seen one with a game port on it for ever. And then it's got the two. It's got the two serials. It's got the two USB, probably one.
Yes.
Yes, two ports and the printer port, which has a name which I can never remember.
Parallel port.
Thank you.
And integrated audio. So why the sound card? What's so special about it?
Because it had 1/4-inch jacks on it for plugging your amplifier into. That's why they had it.
Yeah,
it was
but there's adapters for that, like
pro audio people.
Yeah,
They like their toys.
Back in the day, onboard audio sucked monkey balls.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing is onboard audio on boards this age used to suffer terrible bus noise. Like if you plugged a pair of speakers into it, you could hear the IDE and the USB whistling backwards and forwards across the bus when you moved the mouse and loaded a program. It was horrible.
I mean, that's kind of still the case for my Ivy Bridge era motherboard. So.
Yeah, true.
All right.
I don't think I've used onboard audio on a PC for a very long time.
Yeah. I do on mine.
Yeah, who's got money to spare on a sound card, though?
I have this tower here, which is
literally
literally just a giant paperweight now because I don't even have a monitor for it. But it has onboard audio, and that's all I use it for. Because all I'm using it for half the time is just, and I might actually anyway, we'll talk about that in a bit. I might replace my test machine with this machine because I really don't do much PC stuff. So, and I don't really have, if you look over there, right, I'm sorry, I'm trying to point right there. That's my test machine. It's testing a hard drive. And that's all it does. And I could literally put that over there. Put this tower over there and then get rid of the test machine. Because this is a better machine. I don't know. I gotta do some thinking.
The question is, do you really want a tower that big where the test machine is?
Well, yes, because I also have, if I want to boot it up into Windows, I have a bunch of extra drives in there for, backups and other stuff. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather use that for the test machine than that to a certain degree. Just don't look at the mess that's on the, you guys, that's not the test machine. That's the test machine. Here I am pointing at that. That's actually the stream. Here's the test machine. It's over there.
So many PCs, she can't even tell them apart anymore.
Actually, it's not a PC. It's a Mac Pro 5.1. That's my main driver.
Good choice.
Yeah. But yeah, I might replace my test machine with this because then that way, it's already got Windows 11 on it and it's got all my backup files on it and So great. See what happens when I stream? It's all Mark's fault. I'm blaming Mark. He comes on and he's like, Trina, why do you have so many PCs? And then I'm like, I don't need them. And then he's like, well, do something with them. And it's all his fault. That's the voices in my head telling me that, and they are obviously right. And of course I'm joking. All right, let's take out the power supply.
By the way, just give me a shout if I'm kind of fiddling with the Windows XP sound settings.
Nice.
I kind of find them funny to throw in as kind of like a soundboard. If that's getting too intrusive.
I can't hear anything besides you. So you are fine. Yeah.
So I've been making cheeky, every time you pulled out a card, I played the Windows XP disconnect sound.
I thought I heard that.
Nope, I haven't heard it.
Thank you.
I guess I'm just old and can't hear anything. Jeez Louise, this was way overkill for this. So not only is it a C-Sonic power supply, it's a C-Sonic.
Actually, on that Mac boot up sound, I need to get my MacBook later. It's got a blown out subwoofer, and the boot up sound makes it sound like a laser saber.
Nice. But yeah, it's also modular.
It's modular. It's also, somebody's done something horrible to one of those cables by the looks of it to get Molex into it.
Yeah, they have. Oh God. Let's see if I can get a better angle on that. Yeah.
They like
See,
chopped
like,
into the.
yeah,
So that's
and it's
not
like
even heat shrink, that's just
black
electrical
electrical
tape.
tape. Yep. Ta-da!
Retro computers.
Why didn't you just come to computerswithpride.ca and buy like a 240, like a 250-watt power supply with Molex?
They weren't gay enough.
Apparently not.
System
Oh,
requirements not
I also have. Speaking of that, which is funny, I'm gonna remove that cable because, oh, good God,
Sketchy.
just a wee bit. I'm gonna see if I can, like, can you see this? Maybe.
So, looking at that, they've stripped the cables on the SATA lead and like twisted in Molex wires onto it and then taped it up again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Professional job.
That is going on the floor, and it will go into e-waste later on.
At the speed of light, probably.
But yeah, even the power, the main power supply is Molex, like a module.
Yep.
Wow.
That's a really nice power supply. What wattage is it?
That's a good question. And I got a buyer already in mind. Yeah, so it's an 80 gold or plus gold.
Decent.
Oh, it's a 560.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, no, I thought it'd be like 6, 7, like in that range. Huh. Anyway, let's test the power supply. I have a feeling the power supply works.
I have a feeling you're probably right, provided that they haven't completely set fire to it by twisting wires into the.
Well,
SATA
okay, so
connectors.
those are now no longer in play. So fingers crossed. Yeah, I just need to get.
Hopefully, they didn't do any damage prior to this.
Yeah. Mark, you're not supposed to tell me all this bad news.
I'm sorry.
I didn't give you the link just to come in here and be like a poopy head. Jeez.
Sorry.
Behold, for she has summoned Zeus.
Okay, where did I put that?
I have a large hammer. Oh, that's Thor. Sorry.
Okay, so we're gonna plug in. Just gonna do the 20.
Seriously, are the Brits this uncultured these days?
Wow.
Are you trying to imply that Norse mythology is uncultured?
But getting it wrong is uncultured.
Lightning bolts.
Sorry, just for context, I'm Irish, so slagging off Brits, that's kind of part of my heritage.
Yeah, fair.
She works.
Oh, that's good.
Power supply is fine. Yeah, just the 5 volt, which is not. That's the only thing that's not lit up, and newer ones, I'm not surprised.
It ain't connected on that, I suspect.
Yeah. So I'm not worrying about that. Cool. Power supply works.
All you need now is to find some new modular cables for it because it hasn't got any.
I'm gonna sell it as like without them because to find them is probably more money than I can sell it for. So I'll just sell it to somebody.
Pretty sure there are plenty of manufacturers who allow you to even order custom braided cables with custom colors and.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Expensive.
You can get your pride flag custom braided cables and all that.
I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna take this lovely case. We're gonna throw it off the bench. Oh, hang on.
3,
Bear
2,
with me
1,
sec.
clunk.
Oh, hey, Mike, and hi, Jason. Hello. You're breaking the mold. Speak, Jason. If you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Oh, I'm not speaking yet.
Oh, there we go. Now we can hear you.
Except you are now.
I'm eating a sandwich, so you might have saw my mouth moving, but it wasn't words.
I use HDMI audio. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I do need more computers. You're right, Jason. I do.
There's no such thing as too many.
Actually, these cases, these lovely beige things sell for crazy money.
Oh, yes.
Crazy money.
Just because
Seriously, if
they
I'd
don't make
known
cases like that
that,
anymore.
then
Yeah, beige cases right now are the new hot commodity. So for me, that's why I was like, I'm going to strip it down anyway, because the case itself is worth more than more than the parts.
probably closely followed by any of the design language that people nowadays call Fuchsiger arrow.
Oh, yes.
I don't know
Like
what
with
that is.
the clear plastic, like sort of iMac style elements.
By the way, if anybody would like a computer case with a tempered glass side,
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
go to computersofpride.ca and place your order today.
I would, but
It's-
I've got two sat over there. They're still in the boxes.
So you're telling me, Gina, that you have it up there already for sale?
What, this?
Yeah.
The beige? No.
Then how are they going to go buy it?
Well, no, not this one. The one with the tempered glass. Yeah. Of course that's on my site. All right.
Of course it is.
I got to dig out a motherboard. Funny enough, today I'm like, I'm going to clean off my table and I'm going to put these motherboards away because I don't need them.
Oh!
Uh-huh.
You need it.
And then now I need them. Hello?
Hello? I think we just
I
lost
I
Jason.
think yeah.
He's back.
Hello? Am I back? Can you hear me?
I can hear
Yes.
you.
Can you hear us?
Okay, perfect. Yeah, my monitor fell, knocked off my headset. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's not
Yeah,
good
it's
that your
hot
monitor
enough.
fell.
Nope.
Monitor.
I'll test the monitor. I'll test the monitor later. Okay, let's get out my early AMD motherboard.
That's
Ta-da.
why my Blue SCSI won't boot my Mac. It's because none of the Mac drives are configured to work on it.
And this just works. So, yeah. Oh, shoot. I didn't know that was still on it. I should have came off or I put it away. All right.
Little sound check. I changed something about my audio settings on StreamYard. Is this fine?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yep, we can hear you.
Secondary sound check. How's the soundboard?
You are sounding fine. We can hear you. You're coming through.
So still no Windows XP for you.
I could barely hear it.
I heard the noise in the background, but it wasn't like loud enough for to matter, so to speak.
Poor Windows XP. It's not loud enough to matter.
Did Windows XP ever matter?
Well,
yes.
Yeah.
Damn it. It did.
All right. I'm going to try one of these IDE cables because I can't find my secondary one.
Hey, Bobby.
I'm going to try this blue one. Or the blue one. Beige. Oh, yep. Okay, it does have it. Sweet. Cool.
That's my
Trina,
boy.
I'm afraid your stream is now cancelled. There is a cat present.
Yes,
and
the
it's
crazy.
going to get
I am
all the attention.
Oh.
Lily, I am the crazy cat guy. Yes, you will see many cats while Trina's streaming. I have 11 of them.
Well, push it this way. I'd have cats if I could afford the vet. So.
See, there's another cat right there. Another one there.
Okay, I have a small problem.
Uh-oh, what'd you break?
Well, I don't know where the hell my IDE drive went to.
You have 3 that you just took out of that computer. Surely we can play with those instead.
Yeah, but the one that I had the Ultimate Boot CD in it.
Oh.
So in other words,
Ooh.
you cleaned a little bit, and then now you lost something.
Well,
She did say she just put this motherboard away. For,
Exactly.
oh,
because
hang
she
on.
wasn't using it.
It might still
She
be
moves
on.
stuff.
It might be.
Now she can't
It
find
might
stuff.
be.
Is this
Here
a
it is.
Steve
It's
stream?
on the table. All right,
Is this
we're
a
good.
Steve stream?
Oh,
You sure, Trina, this is not a Steve stream? You're just losing things?
shut up.
Oh,
Something what?
she loves it when I join.
Yeah, it's like a fucking hemorrhoid.
Yep. You love him, right? Ooh.
Yeah.
So I guess Emily is working, hence the reason she's not on
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
She
Did I
also
miss anything?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Everything keeps
that
fucking
swearing wasn't
dropping.
aimed at Lily, by the way.
No. Sorry, no, not at you. It's me dropping things.
Well, I didn't think so. It's just suddenly someone mentioned hemorrhoids, and I thought, huh, am I in the wrong film or something?
No, it's Trina and I are bickering again.
What's the script? Line? Director?
All right, so optical drive that I just dropped. This is a lovely stream.
Always.
I knew I should have just stayed in bed.
What? What's the fun in that?
Well, actually, when I woke up this morning, my stomach, I thought I was gonna vomit. So, yeah. But then I laid down and I went back to sleep, and I woke up and I bugged Mark because he's supposed to take photos for me, and he hasn't done any photos yet.
Yeah, today is Thursday, so it's the day before trash day. So today is litter box day.
Oh.
So I spent the last 3 hours taking care of the cat's boxes. Now, granted, you got to understand. There's a picture of it there. That's that's the litter boxes I have to clean.
That's a lot of litter boxes.
Yeah, when you have 11 cats, I have 9 litter boxes.
I actually went and completely cleaned up my.
Yeah, so what I have 18 litter boxes total. I have 9 that those ones are clean. They're sitting in the garage until the next Thursday, where I take the dirty ones out, swap them, and then wash the dirty ones but already replace them with clean ones.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, so it's the best way to do it, so the cats don't, poop and pee somewhere outside the litter box while they wait me to clean it out. Hey, Bella. Here's another cat, Lily. This is Bella.
Where did I put? Oh, there it is. Hi guys, you can't see what I'm doing. All I did was I removed the jumper.
What are you getting into?
I removed the jumper from the. Instead of trying to fiddle around with jumper settings.
Oh no, I remember those days. Good old master and slave.
Yeah. And cable select.
Trina took off her jumper because she's a bit warm.
Mommy, have you seen my jumper? I think it was on the camera.
Oh, actually, hold on. Before we connect hard drives,
little Harry Potter.
This also takes.
It's all bloody awful, ain't it?
Excuse me.
We won't mention Harry Potter on the stream because the person who wrote it is an absolute piece of turf shit.
Oh, I need to give you a brush.
This is correct.
Wow, did Trina say that out loud on her stream? Yeah.
No, Trina says stuff like that out loud. Never.
But she's cuddling with fascists, so.
Whoa! Somebody just missed. Sophie, you okay, honey?
All right. So what do I need?
Was that a cat?
I
just
need...
sort of like.
Yeah, Sophie is the she has bad back legs because she was abused before we got her. So sometimes she doesn't jump right, and she missed a little bit that time around. Poor girl. I'm going to pick her up here in a second. I'll put her up here in a second. Yeah, I just like her brother, the cat that was just here, Bob. He was also abused. He was thrown through a window.
Oh my God!
When he was 6 months old.
Oh, kitty.
Yeah, and then it took us 6 weeks. When we took him in, it took us 6 weeks of love and talking to him and and giving him attention to finally get him to come out from underneath the bed. And now as you saw, he's now a love bug.
Yeah.
At this point, I have to do some propaganda. Adopt, don't shop.
Yep. All my cats, I have 11 rescues. 5 of them. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 of them are from my neighborhood. Just strays that were there, and I just brought them in.
Awesome.
Okay, so guess what test I'm going to do first and foremost?
Memory test.
Memory test, darn right.
Mem test. I mean, sorry, I
Active
should have said
test.
properly. Mem test. Excuse me. My
We're
bad.
gonna do a mem test on, and also I'm gonna test that
Yes!
keyboard.
Sorry.
I still would have said.
Wait! I gotta
active
text my
test.
brother. I gotta text Dave and let him know that you're doing mem test. Give me a second.
Because the nice part about this board, it also takes DDR1 memory. So not only can I test the IDE drives, I can also test the memory. So, we're gonna do a mem test on that stick of memory that I pulled
There
out
you
of
go.
that
Mem
container.
test Trina stream. Seriously, I text him.
All right, let's get the power supply plugged in. So I'll just show you what I got connected.
Ow! Those claws hurt,
This is my IDE test setup. As jank as it looks, we got the 500-watt power supply behind here, which has every cable I ever need. So not only do I use it with this one, I use it with others because it has the PCIe adapters and SATA.
Adapter
The
doodle.
leaning tower of IDE.
Yep.
And that's my IDE tower that sits on top of the power supply because like a spots. And then I also have VGA. We got the keyboard plugged in. Over here, we have the front panel connected in. We have a speaker and power button, which I had to fix thanks to Sloopy helping me with that one.
Super duper.
And we got one stick of memory, which came out of that other system. So we're going to see if it works.
So the text I got back, Trina, was mem test always.
Always. Is he at work?
No, he's upstairs. He'll probably join in a little bit. He's off today.
Nice.
And then he works the next 3 days.
Okay, so I'm going to point the camera at the monitor. We're going to turn off the other light so you don't get a hotspot.
Oh yeah.
There's the monitor. By the way, Jason, I don't know if you heard. I got it fixed up. It is no longer.
Yeah, you found the right tool if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I found the right tool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Funny when you do that.
It's amazing.
All right, we got a light.
It's amazing what happens when you actually use the correct tools.
I know. Well, no, so the iFixit kit has a thing that will fit in there, but it doesn't have enough. Like the handle doesn't have enough torque. Like it's not long enough to give it enough torque. So then I went and found the right thing in the toolbox, and boom, it now stays upright. So.
I don't know if your kit does, Trina, but my iFixit kit's got a 1/4-inch adapter in it that you can use with a bigger size screwdriver.
Yeah, I just went and got the right tool, and now the right tool is sitting in that green box below it.
Stinking cat.
So I don't have to keep going to the toolbox every time.
Bill, the cat just laid on my mouse.
Let's give this a try in 3, 2, 1.
Smoke test.
It turns on and it does a quick. We got a beep. We got a solid beep, folks. We got video.
So
no surprise.
While she's doing that, here's the cat that missed.
All right. So now the one thing that I can't figure out what's wrong with this board, it does not like CMOS batteries.
Oh, it could be. Maybe there's maybe it's not touching right. You gotta.
Oh yeah, but I've tried 3 batteries.
No. I'm not talking about the batteries. I'm talking about the actual connector where you're putting the batteries in. It might.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Something there.
I don't really care. All right, so
it works. It doesn't matter.
This, and this should boot into Ultimate Boot CD. By the way, the keyboard is working. Just FYI. The Microsoft keyboard.
And the keys don't always stick down.
Oh, maybe I don't have a disc in there. I thought I kept a disc in here.
And I don't have a boot failure, by the way. Just so you know.
Yeah, I know, because I don't have a disc in there.
Insert a system disk and press enter, Trina.
Okay, shut up, would you two?
Oh, at least it's not the any key.
Okay.
Where's the any key?
Press enter. There we go. Okay, how does that? Oh, we are a little crooked.
Yep.
But then again, nothing.
It's alive.
This is why.
So let's go down to
lets us
memory
on her stream because we pick on her.
And let's go to mem test. Oh, wow.
So
there it goes. There it goes.
Going to watch it do the test, because it's the first thing when I think of memory test is that I think of is just it takes a real fucking long time.
It depends on your processor. Like
And
when
the
I
size of the
tested,
memory.
as an example, I had 16, no, 8 gigs of RAM, so 4 gigs of DDR4 each stick. It literally took me like 20 minutes to do all of it. So it depends on your processor, your board, the type of memory, blah 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 blah, speed.
Which way the wind's blowing, whether your motherboard's
Yeah.
pointing uphill or downhill.
And I just realized you're not looking at the top of the screen, so let's move that up a little bit. There we go. Okay.
The only part that we need to see is a ginormous sign that says pass.
Might be here a while.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta fill you guys' food dish up. I'll get that.
Actually, this one won't give a big pass sign, but
oh, this is one of the other ones.
It's the older one.
Cue up the Jeopardy melody. Dun, 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 dun.
Good thing she is not
monetized.
Monetized, yep. It's a good thing.
There we go.
I mean, that was just an original interpretation, so
where's the ceramic? So for those
using it for educational purposes, it's fine.
Okay,
for those who don't understand CDI's reference, on Christmas Eve I did a 12-hour mem test stream.
We had that little tree, yep.
Where I just took a board that had 8 gigs of memory and I just let it test the living poop out of it for 12 hours. And I have a ceramic Christmas tree, and I had it where that bin is, so because it was a Christmas tree. So that's why CDI is asking, where is the ceramic tree?
Well, can you give me some kisses? All right.
So we're going to test this, and then we're going to test I'm actually going to see what drive boots up. So who do I got in the chat? Sorry, I haven't been paying attention at all. All things DG, I said hi. Jesse, hey Jesse. Emily's here. Yes, and the children were made happy. And the best part is, I didn't even set up my computer. I literally vegged out in bed and watched the stream and then was like on my laptop, chilling out. Because I could still chat to people while the stream was going on. So which one of the three do we think that was the actual boot drive?
My money's on a 20.
A 20? Okay.
I don't know what the options are, so I can't
Another blast of retro coming up.
We have a 20.5 gigabyte Western Digital. We have a 200 gigabyte Western Digital. And we have a 60 gigabyte Maxter.
And apparently somebody's playing pinball in the background.
Probably Space Pinball if it's Windows XP, or what was it called? Space Pinball?
3D Pinball Space Cadet.
There you go. Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't know if there's actually any interest in the tablet, because it's I think the first generation in Intel Atom, and the problem with that is the graphics unit doesn't even support OpenGL acceleration. So I've tried stuff like an NES emulator, and it runs a slideshow. You can't even do 2D graphic emulation on it. What it does do well is basically acting as a remote desktop terminal for when you've got a Windows server. Oh, and I've had Tiny 10 on it before.
Tiny 10.
Wasn't much worse than Windows 7.
What's Tiny 10?
very small
It's
Windows
a
10.
modified Windows 10 ISO based on Enterprise LTSC, and people are fighting over whether the pre-made images might be infected with something or not. And I figured, I'm not using this for anything important, so it doesn't even matter whether there's a keylogger on it or not.
Oh, by the way, I also have a 160 gigabyte SATA desktop hard drive. We're going to start the bidding at $30. For those of you that are watching, feel free to put an amount that you want to bid.
Can you do this like one of those cow auctioneers? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't think she can speak that fast.
I grew up in the city, so no.
Those nasally mumbling.
65, 65, anyone 65, 55, 65, 65.
Yeah,
That's
quicker
kind of what
and
you
more
get,
nasal with a lot of Texan accent.
65, anyone 65, anyone 65, 5. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, exactly that.
Farm auction kind of thing, yeah.
So this is what my stream has been missing for the past couple streams. I haven't done any mem test in a while.
I thought you were
implying
it was.
I'm gonna say you're missing the auction.
You're implying you're missing a Texan auctioneer.
No.
I thought you were going to compliment us, but I guess I'm sorely mistaken. I shall now be in a huff for all eternity.
It's fine. I can take it on the chin.
That's what she
Oh,
said.
I can do that. Oh, okay. If I pull that one on it.
What are you doing, old girl? Huh?
I will defeat Mac OS 10 and its Mac OS and its lack of HFS support. Oh, they're all install images. That's no good to me. Brrr.
By the way, not very related, but it turns out tomorrow I'm going to pick up a live steam locomotive for a friend. So that's going to be interesting.
Like an actual train?
Yeah, little G-scale live steam locomotive.
Okay, what do you mean by G-scale? Like, can a person actually ride in it?
No.
Okay.
That would be 5-inch gauge and up.
Yeah,
okay.
G's garden scale, isn't it? So it's like...
Yeah.
I forget what
45 millimeters.
45 million. So it's sort of... that sort of size-ish.
Okay.
Little smaller, actually.
All right. Okay.
So little people, like kids, could ride on it.
No, and you'd probably break it.
Okay.
I mean, you could push a kitten on a flatbed and then let it ride around, but...
Cutest train driver ever.
Right?
The kitten with a little train driver's hat on. Okay, I found a set of system enablers. If anybody's wondering what on earth I'm doing, by the way, I am trying to boot an LC3, which is this pile of detritus on my desk. This is proving to be more difficult than I anticipated because I'm playing System 7 System Enabler Hell.
Have fun with that.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of old Macintoshes, as of Saturday, Saturday, March 1st, it will be the official first day of Marcintosh, which is a whole month event devoted to the Mac. I was about to say the Marcintosh computer. The Mac computer, Macintosh. There we go. Wow, that took English is fun. Yeah, the Macintosh computer. So it's called Macintosh. So, or Marcintosh. Wow, the event is called Marcintosh. It celebrates Macintosh computers. There we go. Don't
Have
look
you
at the
got
screen.
anything for April?
There's April April apples or something like that. Yeah, that's the Apple computers.
Yeah.
So 2 in a row. Basically, that's
Well,
unfair.
you get Macs in March, and then Apple IIs and Apple IIIs and Apple Ones in April, April.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Apple do get kind of 2 months to themselves, which is a bit greedy, but just 12 is enough to go around.
So what's October? Oracle?
No, nobody wants to talk about Oracle. Let's just leave that one there. December's December. I know that.
December, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I know
DOS
that.
stuff. Oh, sorry.
Well, pardon us for even suggesting it then. Jeez Louise.
I'm sorry, he's mansplaining computers to me. I don't like it, Mom.
Well, you were asking what month had computer-related stuff, and we're trying to tell you, and then you're like, no, don't tell me. Okay.
I was asking about April, not December.
Yeah, actually, I think you'll find you were asking about October.
Yeah, you lost your asking about the. Hey, Vivi. Yeah, I'm doing mem test.
No, she never does men test.
I found out that I got a beige case, and the computer wouldn't turn on, but there's pop caps, and I might buy a cap kit for the motherboard if there's one out there. And
Why not
I took
down
all the
values and then order them separately? Sorry to interrupt.
Well, usually you can DigiKey usually has cap kits, so you don't have to think about it. You just go, here's some motherboard, and they go, great, we have the cap kit or we don't. So,
hey, Billy.
Hope you get out to vote before your stream. I have got out. I did vote.
Girls.
That is all done and dealt with. Actually, I did mine online. So, it's all been done. It's all done. Because God forbid we get another year or another term of Ford. So, and for those of you who are not in Canada, Doug Ford, lighter version of Donald Trump.
Ew.
Yeah. And by lighter version, I mean he's not trying to start trying to pull out of things like supporting Ukraine and things like that. So he's a little lighter, but about as bright as a 2x4, because his whole family has a history of drug dealing. So anyway, we won't get too political, but absolute POS of a person. So yeah, no, I have done my voting duties. We are good to go.
Anybody want to take a guess where the system enabler goes in a System 7 folder? Because I can't remember.
Hey, David Starbuck. Hello. Yeah, it's mem test. So I'll just show the board off to folks who have joined recently. Let me change my cameras around. Hi. So this board is what I pulled out of the system. This was what was in it. We have on the bottom, we got 2 pop capacitors, and there's one here. That's also bulged. The rest of them look fine, but not so much on the bottom. Oddly enough, too. That one could be going. I turn the light. Surprisingly enough, usually the ones that normally are gone are these here by the heatsink, but it possibly could be replaced. I could just be dust. I don't know.
Might as well just replace them all.
Well, if I can get a cap kit for it, yeah, that's what I would do.
Are these
So yeah,
boards even worth it?
Well, I've only recently started to solder, so if I fuck it up, I fuck it up. It's already broken.
Yep.
So kind of, it's a good practice board.
Yeah, the cap kit.
But I don't care if I break it because it's already broken. But it's even got jumpers on it. That's how far back she dates. So, but you gotta love where they put the power connector. Like literally, power supplies here, your power connector's there, and you get your heatsink here. So that's not in there probably.
At least the heatsink fins aren't so tiny that you just slice yourself up on them.
But yeah, if you don't, it turns on, but it doesn't do anything. So it's probably those capacitors that are gone. Well, they've clearly gone, but that's probably what's preventing it. So I might just do it as a practice, have it as a practice board. The board was free, so the computer was free, so I didn't have to. Yeah, I think it is a Pentium 4. David, that's what I was told. It was a Pentium 4. I didn't take the heatsink off it, so I don't know for sure.
I can confirm it's a Pentium 4. It's a socket 478 Pentium 4.
There you go.
It's probably a Willamette or something like that era. Early pre-socket 775.
I mean, you know what I could do? Google. Because I got like the...
Googly googlies.
Great googly googly.
The hell?
Dang it.
I was never a fan of Asus, the font they use on their boards.
No, it's hard to read.
Because their S's and their 5s look, and there's, this one is, bear with me one sec. It's an Asus P4.
That's also a good indication it's a Pentium 4.
Yeah! And then it's S5.
To be fair, if it's a P4 board, it could be a Celeron.
Could be. We're gonna find out.
But I don't think it is, given it was a Pro Audio and Video workstation, or Pro Audio workstation by the looks of it.
P4. Oh no, there's a. Oh, so it's P4S333, but that's not a 3. That's definitely not a 3. Oh, P4S. That's a 5. Go home, Google, you're drunk. That is totally a 5. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's look at the board manual.
Little cameo, little preview of what's to come.
Let's see. Let's take a look at the user guide. See what it tells me. Just for poops and giggles. Scroll, 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 scroll. I'm going to the index. Hardware information. There we go. Now we're talking. It is a socket 478. Ding, ding, ding. You win, Mark.
I could tell from the heatsink, because they had those stupid sideways lever things on them.
Yeah.
I've watched enough of Mike Tech's videos to know what the board is.
But don't they have those for the 775s or whatever, 778s?
No, they had those irritating heat sinks with the push down things in each corner
Okay.
that you had to twist and push down, and they like zipped into the holes and spread the feet out. And they're horrible because they're so easy to break.
Mm-hmm. They're all from that era. I don't know who was like what they were smoking, but yeah. 775. That's it. Thanks. I'm like 7723. Sounded about as bright a 2x4.
Yeah.
Quick sound check. Am I still audible all right?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
I can hear you.
Just had to switch from the app that does microphone emulation for my PC. Switch from that app to Droid Cam, which does audio and video.
Oh, and speaking of MemTest, I forgot to show this off. I bought this for a motherboard that I ended up selling because the processor wasn't worth, like the board wasn't worth buying a processor for to test it because I'd be out more money. Like I couldn't recoup my money. And then somebody messaged me the other day. He's like, you don't happen to have an AM4 motherboard? I'm like, and it was one of my regulars. So I'm like, you can take it, test it, and if it works, you owe me money. If not, throw it out. And he's like, done deal. So, but that's what I bought the memory for. And then I was hoping to get like a stupidly cheap or free processor to test it. Anyway, turns out the motherboard worked fine. Yay.
So now you can call in a favor, like some
Haha.
music. Hey, Donnie.
Pass complete, no errors. Look at that, the memory test it. Good.
Woo.
Okay, so.
Should you be doing more than one pass?
No. One complete pass is enough. It's a complete pass, so. All right, so we're going to try.
Say definitely do more than one. You never know. Entropy, blah.
We're going to try the 20 gig drive. We're going to actually see if I can just let this thing boot.
Oh boy.
If it's running XP, it will have an absolute fit if it starts off on an AMD machine and it's been on an Intel. It'll be like, oh, I don't know what any of this is.
It's going to have, basically it's going to have,
what to do.
Basically it's going to have a connection fit if it's anything besides, yeah. Although it'd be funny if it was like OS2 warp or something, I would laugh. Okay, plug power into it. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just literally connecting cables to the drive. We're going to turn the board back on.
Was there even any video stuff for OS2? Wasn't that just simply professional IT workstation stuff?
OS2 warp? No, that was designed for home.
What?
Use it for home use. All right, so
ooh, it's
go into the BIOS.
on XP.
Okay, so it sees the Western Digital drive. I'm gonna turn off the floppy. We're gonna go over into the boot. We're gonna change that to hard drive 0, and we're going to let it go. Let's see what it does.
Let it go, let it go.
Hi, Bella.
Okay. It's thinking.
I think I can.
I wasn't terribly happy about that, whatever it was doing.
All right, so let's get into the BIOS.
So either that's not the boot drive, or it doesn't like the OS, or the OS is very unhappy.
Well, what we're going to do, we're going to boot it from CD-ROM. What did I say? That's a Western Digital, right? Yeah.
Have you got a supergroup disk by any chance?
Sorry?
Hey,
Have you got a supergroup disk by any chance? Might help. I know
No.
I'm being a smart arse there.
But here's what we're going to do. We're going to test the drive. So usually people see me using Ultimate Boot CD and I use it for memory test, but going to diagnostics under hard drives, there's a whole shit ton of testing. So it's a Western Digital. We're going to bring up the Western Digital tool and actually boot it and boot that up and see if what it says about the drive.
Diagnostic tools for hard drives larger than, what's that, 8.4 gigabytes. It only just qualifies.
Well, no, it's 20 gigs, so it's because you could get 10 gig drives, couldn't you?
Yes.
In the day? Yeah, so that would just
And-
qualify. This is 20 gigs, so
and 15s and 16s as well.
Oh, I never heard of. I never seen those.
I've had a couple of 15s fall out of PowerMac G4s.
So here we go. We got the data lifeguard diagnostics.
God, I haven't seen that in a few weeks.
Right. So let's run the quick test. They shouldn't take long. I love the test in progress.
Do not restart your computer. Test is in progress.
Actually, it doesn't say that. It just says test in progress. So I guess
it's just sitting there flashing, so you don't think it's broken.
Yeah.
It's the "I'm not broken, I'm just busy" thing.
I'm not broken. Hey, Robert, fix it. Welcome. Whoa. Oh. The power. One of the power connectors fell on the fan. Whoopsie doodle. What shenanigans did I miss? Okay, so I'm going to bring everybody who's new up to date. I had a beige case. I was told it was possibly a bad power supply. The power supply is like new, and I'll show that off in a sec. It's a Pentium 4 motherboard with 3 visibly popped capacitors. They're domed. That's the issue. So I stripped the case down of everything but the 2 optical drives and the floppy drive. And there was 3 hard drives in it, so I'm testing. We tried to boot from the 20 gig drive, which is it's a Western Digital drive, which is what I'm testing right now because it would not boot from it. And also, I've done my usual. I ran mem tests on the stick of memory because I have a known working board that takes the memory, and it's what I use for my IDE stuff. So, well, hey, look at that. It completed. So I just did the quick test on the drive. We're going to escape. We're going to do the extended test, and we're going to run. And then we fall back and go to sleep.
I was going to say, for a change to our scheduled programming of mem test all the things, today we're hard drive testing all the things.
We're hard drive. Well, we did do a mem test though, so.
Wow, that's true.
I still don't know what mem test is.
Different.
Robert, go back and watch December 24th stream. You'll see what mem test is for 12 hours.
He failed the mem test. He hasn't got any memory, so I can't remember.
Okay, if you have a non-WD drive and like the tool you're running, GW scan 5.12. Cool, let me write that down because I will forget. If I could find a pen. There we go. So it's GW scan. I can't type. GW scan. Is that bootable? Like, can I put that on a flash drive and boot to it? Jesse? A GW scan? And hey, Goldie. I thought it was some private joke. Basically, Trina's gotten into the habit of running memtest a lot on computers. So people like to
Who's
joke
this
that I
Trina
run
person?
memtest. I have no idea. It's on your boot CD. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Okay. I don't think I've ever used it. Cool. I'll have to give that a try. Usually I use it's Vivard, Vivard, like on my test machine, because it like if it's a Western Digital drive as an example, and I try the Western Digital, it doesn't, like a Western Digital tool doesn't see the secondary drive, it only sees the primary. So I use the Vivard program, which I like to use. But let me show you the power supply that was in this Pentium 4 computer, because you guys are going to love this. Ta-da-ta. It was this bad boy. Ta-da.
Trina, you have to show them the hard drive cable as well.
Oh, yeah, that's over by the, I can't go to it, but yeah. There was an interesting, so they had, because all this has is obviously Molex connectors. This does not have Molex connectors apparently. It's also modular. Like the whole thing is modular. They had like run cables into the SATA with 2 IDEs, or 2 Molex, which I don't understand, because there was 2 optical drives and 3 hard drives, and they only had 2 Molex connectors. So like, what were you trying to power? Well, I love you as well, Emily. Thank you. Yeah, it's a Seasonic 80 plus gold power supply, 560 watts. Way overkill for, mind you, the power supply I'm using is a 500 watt, so way overkill for my AMD board, but it does.
You say 560 watts is overkill, but I've met some Pentium 4s that it might not be.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was a joke based on the fact that some Pentium 4s were like, I don't know, 120 watt TDP. They were animals, but still.
We could also test. Also, there was a slew of cards. I'm going to show off the cards to those who are just joining, because we can also test that video card on this board. Haha.
Yay.
Hey. So there's a Firewire 400 card, which we don't know what the make of it is. Oh, we couldn't figure out. Then there's a D-Link Wi-Fi card.
Ethernet card.
With a Ethernet card, yeah, with both RJ45 and coax ports. We got a missing in action card. Oops, my hand's over it. Audio card. And the weird part is, so it's got the 2 audio ports down here, the red and white ones. And you see them, but you can see through them because there's nothing on the board. So I don't know if this was like I'm covering everything over. I don't know if this was like supposed to be like an add-on people did.
No, I think that's pretty standard for phono connectors for like RCAs. They're hollow in the middle.
No, but I mean it's hollow in the middle, but there's maybe there's something going to the board.
Yeah, I'm
there's
pretty
a little.
sure I've seen
The
some
hollow bit will have
traces
a
on
little
the board for them
tail that
too.
drops down onto the board.
Hold on, let me.
Just gotta find her other glasses.
I gotta find my other. Hi, I'm old.
I feel.
Oh yeah, so it does go to the
Borg.
board. It does go to the board. I am sorry. I thought it was just simply missing it because you could see through it, but nope. Cool. And there's a USB card that is still sitting over there. Yay, 4-port USB card. And then we also got this lovely Matrox video AGP video card with VGA and DVI. Yeah. But we can test this card. Where did I put that to paintbrush? But yeah, things are a little dusty in that computer. So as we can see, like if you look, you can see the dust hanging off it. We have 8 minutes to go on the test. Shouldn't take long. I think it's input, David. If you want to take a look, I can. Or sorry, not David, Robert. So that'd be import on the back, or input on the back. But yeah, it was full of all kinds of fun little cards. I'm going to change the camera over while I look for my paintbrush. You don't need to watch me look for things. Yeah, David, Gene Hackman, his wife and his dog died. Like, how randomly weird is that? That you have, like, not only did the people die, the dog died, but they believe it was carbon monoxide poisoning because there was no signs of foul play. But I always remember Gene Hackman in The Birdcage. Everybody always thinks about his serious roles. That was his comedy role. And in the end, he dresses up in drag. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Really got dragged into that spoiler there.
What's that?
Really got dragged into that spoiler there.
Wah wah.
Wah wah.
Thank you, my audience. I appreciate it.
Yeah, everybody always thinks of him like either the bad. I also love submarine movies, so the Hunt for Red October, K-19. Oh God, what was he? He was in that sub movie with Denzel Washington. Fantastic movie.
Oh God.
I even have the theme song stuck in my head, and I can't think of the name. Jane.
Was it called Crimson Tide?
Crimson Tide. Thank you. That's it.
Yeah, my brother put it in the chat.
Oh. I was like closing my eyes, trying to like, okay, I know.
Oh, it's frustrating. I'm not winning here.
But yeah, Gene Hackman and Drake. It's all I'm gonna say. Because it's funny, like on Blue Sky, everybody's putting up photos of like Gene Hackman, like from their favorite movies, and I'm like, no, nobody's putting Gene Hackman up in Drake. That was the best. So I think what I'm gonna do, we're gonna finish this test, and then I'm gonna call it a stream because this. I can like go curl up and take a nap while this stuff does this stuff. Yeah, I love submarine movies, so Das Boat is what I always go back to though.
Nap time. Nap time.
Nap time. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Emily, go curl up, take a nap. Then you want to get out of bed. I was
thinking the same thing actually.
It's not terribly far off bedtime here, never mind nap time.
A nap sounds good. Everybody's like, a nap sounds good.
Yeah. I had cat sleep last night, as I like to call it. Getting woken up constantly as cats are fighting on the bed.
Oh.
Take a nap while we all razz each other. There you go. I can just leave the stream, let you guys razz each other. You can all watch. Only problem is, once the test is done, nobody's here to change it.
You got to teach your cats to do it.
Yeah, I know, right?
guessing no time for my laser, my what do they call it? Laser Saber MacBook and the Windows XP tablet.
Yeah, if you want to show it off, go ahead.
Like right now, or?
Show off what you want to show off. You got to come on camera, though. We can't see it without camera.
Yeah, that's why I've been preparing this whole time. The tablet's charged, my phone's charged.
All right. You are now large. So
Large.
large and in charge.
And I need to transition to the play area, as it were.
All right. I'll wait till you're. I'll leave myself big then. Oh. Okay. Now we have a black screen. Ta-da!
There you go. If it would only focus. Hello.
It's
Yeah,
a
I don't
card
know
game.
why it's. I don't know why it's not.
I'm joining you in XP tablet
There you go.
solidarity. There you go.
Here, I'll make everybody the same size, because there you go.
So unfortunately, there isn't much to show for it because, you know, it's Windows XP on a tablet, and it's like you've got sort of like a ThinkPad pattern up, so there's a mouse cursor, which sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just the problem is that it's a smooth surface, and your hand likes to react by making the surface very oily. So sometimes it doesn't even register. And you've got your mouse buttons here, but actually before any OS is booted, remap to arrow keys up and down, so you can select something in the boot menu. And originally you'd have a stylus, which would go here. There's a stand. And that just, no, hang on. It would be, is it on the bottom? Yeah, point is, it's gone. I didn't get it with the tablet. That comes with a Windows 7 starter key. Oh, there's the slot. Yeah, Cameo for my hair. Sorry, I had to check the monitor there. Yeah. I guess it's at least a little more exciting than a mem test.
Nothing is more exciting than mem test.
Except another mem test.
And I've tried to install the, I don't know what it's called, it's like kernel export for Windows XP. And upon installation, it failed to boot. So I had to install it again. So that was fun, especially considering it's got exactly one USB port. So you need a USB hub, and then you're stuck with a tablet, a keyboard that's basically double the size of the entire thing, and a flash drive poking out, and it's not pretty. Speaking of ports, there would be a port expander with a proprietary connector, unfortunately. And the only example of the port extender on eBay that I found, they're asking for it, I think, $200 or something, plus shipping and tax and all that. And yeah, it's unfortunately not worth it. So yeah, that's a wee oddball from the times when tablets or still tablet PCs, strictly speaking. The stylus is just for my graphics tablet. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
By the way, Lily David said my hair used to be that color, and now it's white.
That's weird because as far as I know, gingers actually go blonde instead of gray or white.
Apparently not David.
Or our father. Yep, all the white that's in my beard is from the red hair that was in it.
Yes, I see that plastered all over. Okay, they were these sorts of lifestyle fluff piece clickbait platforms, but they all say, "Oh yeah, gingers have one superpower. They don't go gray; they go blonde." So yeah.
Oh.
Well, we don't go gray; we go white.
And hi, hello. I don't know how to say your name.
Mateus.
Mateus. Mateus mentioned very interesting tech. Those XP tablets. Never knew about them.
Yeah, sorry.
There's actually something a little more in depth to it. As far as I could find out, the earlier versions of those actually still ship with micro hard drives, the same sorts that would go into iPods. And so this is actually the version that shipped with an early SSD. And turns out it's on an IDE bus with a ZIF connector. So if you wanted to upgrade the drive, you could theoretically, but the best way I found was buying an, I think, mSATA drive, and then getting an mSATA to ZIF IDE adapter. And of course, I haven't done that because it just wouldn't be worth the hardware. And I've tried getting Linux on it, and it's basically even Mate doesn't run well on it. And the only thing that worked well was anti-X with the, I think, IceWM it was. And that worked somewhat until I tried to install a proper desktop environment, and then it went downhill from there. And unfortunately, the touchscreen is so proprietary. It's on a PS2 bus, and it requires a certain kernel parameter set in order for it to work. But unfortunately, every time you set that kernel parameter, and a certain sysfs flag, the trackpad doesn't work anymore. So you're basically stuck with a touchscreen that doesn't work and a trackpad that doesn't work. And since this track point rather is too fiddly, you end up with a machine that you could actually operate without the touchscreen, but it's just too cumbersome. You have to hold it in two hands and desperately try to get around with the track point, and it's just. So yeah, it's more of a museum piece than anything. It doesn't even do retro gaming, and it's more of a remote desktop terminal than anything else. But basically like a thin client. And I had to replace the Wi-Fi card in that since it stopped working. And every time I have to reinstall Windows, I have to find the right drivers, which come from Dell for some reason. So yay for that. Oh, and the RAM is not replaceable. I haven't even found any RAM chips or anything. It's in there somewhere. What I could do was replace the CPU cooler, which is some passive miniature heatsink, basically like on a phone.
All right,
Oh, yeah,
Lily, I'm
that's
gonna
fine.
cut in for just a quick sec. Guess what? The hard drive passed.
Nice.
Should I try the 60 gig, see if that is bootable?
Yeah. One of them's gonna maybe do something. I don't know.
Maybe. I'm
Right.
also going to install that video card at the same time. So we can see if the card works. I've dusted it off. I said, no, that's not. The hell slot is that then? Oh no, there it is. Okay, cool. Okay, cards put in. I know you can't see what I'm doing. It's not really a lot exciting.
Trina, we can't see what you're doing. What are you doing?
I know, craziness. Let's try the 60 gigger. I've removed the cables, so for the jumpers. Okay.
I don't know if you heard that, but that was just my MacBook starting up.
Okay. I'm also gonna take out the. I gotta take out the VGA off the board and put it on the video card. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. So I have the AGP card on the board. I put the 60 gig master drive in, or connected it all up. Let's see what happens.
Drum roll, please.
Let's see. Will it detect it? Oh, that's a boot. By the way, the video card's working, clearly.
The hard drive appears to be set to sleep.
It does.
That figures because it was it was plugged in with the other one. So.
Well, yeah, but I actually removed the jumper altogether.
That would also do it.
Oh.
But it was probably not. It probably wasn't jumping anyway.
No, it had a jumper on it, but I just removed it because I was like, I'm trying to figure out jumpers. Let me turn off the light so you're not getting a hot spot. Let me see. I'm gonna remove that.
Just for reference, this MacBook has actually got an SSD in it.
So I'm gonna try.
It really is that sad.
1, 0, and yeah, I can only do. Oh, wait, I can do. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do. Whoops, 1. I can't see because my camera's in the way. We're gonna set that to 2. This can go to 0. And we'll do 3.
One of these hard drives will work, presumably.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
It's one of these numbers somewhere.
I bet you it's 1 because it works on a RAID system, so I figure it should work.
It might also be 0 because it might just enumerate the first hard drive as 0 regardless.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm like, I'm gonna try. Nope.
This boot failure. You
there is
fail.
no boot or no OS on it. Okay, cool.
That means the 20 gig one was trying to do something and failed.
Yeah, failed. All right. I'll show you the master hard drive test.
Hey, Daddy.
I'm gonna change that over to CD-ROM. There it is. Perfect. I'm like, why am I going to the BIOS? Oh yeah, I need to change this so I can boot from something. And the bar for my arm for my webcam.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Mac Store isn't 6 feet under as well. I'd be very interested to see whether it actually passes a test.
Okay, Diagnostics. Oops. So this is what I normally use to test drives if I don't know what they are or if they're funky. Okay, let's go to the Maxter Quantum testing jiggers. All right, so F8. Where are you?
I think you're a lot quicker at what you're doing than I am at running screen fetch. Here, you can see it in real time as it works. See those commands taking over in the title bar. Ooh, rendering line by line, how retro.
Oh, look at
Nice.
that. Neofetch.
All right, so, it's not seeing the drive in the program. Isn't that interesting?
It's
Maybe
probably because it's set to slave and it doesn't understand.
Yeah, but it sees like the second option is primary slave and secondary slave, so it should see it. All right, well, let's control delete.
In my
Oh,
experience,
hello, Zoe.
stuff that's got a slave, but IDE buses that have a slave and no master just don't work very well.
Well, I'm going to try Vivert and see what it does. As I said, that's my go-to programs. Boom. See if I can get that to see it. Did I mention I hate jumpers?
Hello, Trina.
All right, let that boot.
So this is what happens when my brother walks into the room. He immediately ends up petting cats.
What? You got that? Yeah, you got that. Oh, you like that.
There we go. This test sees it. There it is. It's highlighted. You can't see it, but it passed the smart test. Let's do a surface test. It's actually going faster than I thought it would. Mind, it's only 60 gigs too. So. Ta-da! It's testing the drive.
Ta-da!
All right, let's see what Lily's up to over here.
I'm trying to get to the point of installing some more text-to-speech voices, since I don't know if you knew this, but you can actually make Max sing via the terminal and text-to-speech. It was voiceover. Yeah. Spoken content, maybe. There's system voice. And then there, novelty. I think it was the organ one.
I know why this won't boot. I think I've sussed it out.
So what line do we think this is going to fail on? So it fills up the blue. This test fills up the blue with white if everything's all good. But we'll come up with red if there's a bad sector.
I would expect it, if it's going to fail and it's been a Windows drive, to be in the first third of the drive.
Okay.
Because that's usually where the swap file sits, and that's the thing that usually nukes the drive. Because just the constant writing backwards and forwards to the swap file all the time, especially on machines with low memory, it hammers the hard drives.
I don't know if you heard that, but it's working.
Can you play it again? What is it saying?
Just doobie-doo. You can make it say anything, and the voice that I've got it set to be under the category novelty. You've got the organ voice, and it basically sings whatever it says. Any requests what to make it say? Put in a super chat to Trina to tell us what it says. Or something.
If I could get super chats, I am not that high up yet on the YouTube.
And she never will be with her potty mouth.
I've been pretty good.
Did you say fuck you?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've just found out I've been trying to boot Mac OS 8.1 on an 030 Mac for the last 2 hours. That's probably not going to work. I wonder why it wouldn't work. It tried. Bless its little console.
It was, I think I can. Nope, could not.
That's pretty much what it did, to be fair.
Here's an experiment. I'm going to run screen fetch, and I'm piping the output to the say command. We'll see what happens. Apparently nothing.
0 minutes, 32 minute plus. 0 minutes, 1, 34 minutes, Lily. 0 minutes, 1 minute at 0
Yeah.
minutes, 0 minutes, 1, 3, 4, and Rusty Dudland. 0 minutes, 0 minutes, 32 minutes, plus, 0 minutes, 1, 34 minute OS, 0 minutes.
I don't know about you, but I think the stop bits have got competitions.
No, they don't.
AI will not take over the real creativity of music.
David, the Mac is singing, and it sounds like it's horribly haunted and demented. I think the MacBook Pro is going to kill Lily when she's not looking.
Skynet.
I don't know where it's taking the minutes from, though.
0 minutes, 10 minutes, 0 minutes, 0 minutes, 30.
Wait, is it coming through right, or do I need to hold it closer?
Definitely hear it.
Okay, we're now at this line, basically. Let's get in here.
What? Okay. What?
It's slashing a lot. I think it's trying to murder you. Danger. Danger, Will Robinson.
Again, I don't know where it's taking the 0 minutes from. There's nowhere. Top content for Trina.
Yeah.
What it's missing is a Mr. Beast thumbnail. With Gladys in the background or something. Are you done? I think it's done. I hope I'm not. Oh?
What?
Apparently, the singing has summoned another map.
Hey, Sally.
All right, Lily, I'm going to mute you for a sec because I got a question I want to ask.
Actually, I can just. There you go.
Thank you. Does anyone know where
You
to
could
get
have said something.
Does anyone know where to get a cap kit for an Asus motherboard?
Usually.
I tried console 5, but I just literally did a search for Asus, but they have nothing.
For something that new, you probably just have to identify the caps and replace them like for like.
Something that new, I love it. Pentium 4, something that new, yeah.
Well, I mean, relatively speaking. It's new compared to Macintosh 2CI or...
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Or a Mac Plus or something. By the way, Mac booting. Great success.
Now that you got the right OS.
My MacBook Sing has spirited it along and thus has reinvigorated the old Mac.
Yeah, it serenaded it to the point where it started working. But also, that hard drive didn't fail in the first third. I'm quite surprised.
Yeah, I know.
Which means it might be okay.
But the last couple that I've had, the last few that I've had failed, decided to fail like the last few lines. So.
Fair.
So I am not going to call it alive until it's fully finished, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Am I just a very, very silly person, or has anyone found the Sing Mac entertaining as well?
I mean, it was entertaining for about the first 30 seconds to a minute. It got a little bit repetitive after that.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize it would take this long.
Well, when it comes to singing text-to-speech, the best ever example I've seen of that was NASA released a video game in the 2000s called Moonbase Alpha, and it was written in one of the Unreal engines. And Unreal Engine has a really complex text-to-speech system in it, or it did at the time, and they didn't turn it off. And they actually turned it they actually set it so you could set the text-to-speech to read the text chat in the multiplayer game when somebody wrote in it, and people worked out how to make it sing by putting all the octaves and everything into the text. They were actually making it sing songs, which was quite interesting. Because you could like put the octaves in like pointy brackets or something before the word, and it would change the pitch at which it said it. And if you did it right, you could actually make it sing songs, which was fairly funny. There's some videos of it on YouTube somewhere. It's quite amusing.
So I had a call today before the stream. Somebody was looking. They have a Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5 with broken hinges.
I'm shocked. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, right? However, so I went on eBay to find like hinges because I did a Google search and nothing came up. But so I went on eBay. I found an entire system for about the same price as a hinge kit. Working.
Yeah, it's frustrating when that happens.
I'm like, I just called the client. I'm like, I can just buy you a replacement computer and then just swap out the drives, and it's yours. And he's like, that's perfect. So, unfortunately, it's an auction. It's not like a buy it, and they don't have a buy it now option. So I'm just trying to. But it ends at 5 o'clock my time, so less than an hour. And currently, I'm the highest bidder.
I bow to your superior knowledge, David. Yes, it did use DAC talk. You're right. Sorry, I was talking about Moonbase Alpha. It used DAC talk, which is a protocol that Digital Equipment Corporation developed, I believe, for text-to-speech.
Are you okay, Lily?
That was either somebody moving a microphone or Lily's falling down a flight of stairs, which could be bad.
Well, it could be that the computer has come to get like killer with the slash. Hey, Steven.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Lily? Okay.
She's there. So yeah, I now have a working LC3. I was going to introduce this LC3, by the way. It's quite special.
No.
Yeah. It's not just any ordinary LC3. It is actually purple.
Oh, is it a reloaded board?
It's a reloaded board. The guy that actually developed the LC3 Reloaded, this was his prototype that he built when he first got the boards. It was one of his first prototypes when he was testing the boards. You can tell because it's got a bodge wire down there. But yeah,
Kai Robertson?
It wasn't one of Kai's. It was Max. What's his name? Max 1ZZZ. Who's also in the UK, but it's one of his reloaded boards.
Okay.
I think Max did the board for the LC3. If I remember rightly, and he did the prototypes. But that means that this board is almost entirely new, apart from the original Apple chips, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
He very graciously sold it to me. It's got the sockets on the back, like the external plug connectors on the back are so new. I could barely get the ADB connector to go into them.
Wow.
I think the pins are slightly bent in my Apple keyboard cable, and they're like, we'll go in.
Well, they're not now.
They're not now. No, they straightened them out. But I don't know whether it's because they're modern connectors and they're slightly off tolerance or what. But it's very, very, very new. So all the sockets are new, all the memory sockets and everything are new. It's really nice. It's probably one of the nicest LC3s in the world, I suspect. And also, it's got the old style case as well, which I love, with the strip across the front of it.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry,
nice.
I have a thing about LC.
I'm starting to feel very inadequate about the things I have to show off.
Oh, I mean, this is what I get. enthusiastic about. You get enthusiastic about MacBooks that want to slash you. I don't know.
We all have our own thing. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone, since there were questions about how large G-scale is, if anyone's interested.
A lot of what? Sorry?
G-scale, the trains.
Oh, G-scale trains, yes.
Oh, yes, that was me.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So,
Here she is, little goober. So yeah,
okay,
that's
so yeah, no, little kids could not ride on that. Okay.
The engine that I would be picking up is about this long, I think.
Cool.
See, the way Mark was describing it, I thought it sounded like one that would go like in a backyard, like in somebody's home backyard type idea.
I mean, you can run it in the garden. It's actually, there are little things like, I've been posting about this. There are snow plows for it, little snow drills, whatever they're called, snow blowers that cut themselves through the snow and blow it out from a little funnel. It's just, I think you have to be a different kind of autistic, not the computer kind of autistic, maybe. But
I don't know. I love trains as well as computers. So.
Yeah, it's maybe I'm being too self-conscious. It's just it's this little, the inner child gets to play around with these things and they all work and can push it in the garden and they're weatherproof and all that.
I was about to say hi to you in the chat. Mark?
Yes?
I was about to say hi to you in the chat.
Oh.
That's my brain's turned off right now.
Oh, right, yeah,
hi, thanks for joining, Mark.
I'm here.
Yeah, right?
I'm on this side. Over
Here and there and everywhere.
Yeah. But Francois just posted a link in the chat for
yeah, I saw that.
Digital 63 Reloaded. The Max did. Yes. That's where this board came from. I'm pretty sure the ROMs are not original as well. They look like they've been. They look like replacements. They look like they've been burnt on an EEPROM burner, but because they've got stickers over them, and that usually means they've got a window in them for erasing them.
Mm.
Anyway, the original reason I wanted to get this up and running was I've got like memory to test. Memory test. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Stephen, what am I doing? I'm testing a hard drive. I tried to go into the Maxter program to test the drive. It won't see it, but oddly, the program that I use a lot, which is called Vivard, which goes through it block by block and fills up the screen with white, sees it with no problem. So it's a 60 gig IDE Maxter hard drive that we're putting through the pieces.
Have you ever considered getting a lava lamp? I feel like that would scratch the same itch.
it's an idea for next Christmas. You could have the 24th of December one with a lava lamp next to it.
With a lava, yeah.
Last
time I looked, those things were. Last time I looked, those things were stupid prices online.
Yeah,
especially the vintage ones.
Well, I mean, the vintage ones are bound to be, but like, they're trendy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They may not be
now.
Right,
some entropy with them.
This was about 10 years ago when I looked at them when they were all the rage.
Yes. It's concerning that was 10 years ago. I was like thinking the same. I was thinking, yeah, they're really trendy. No, wait, hang on. That was, yeah.
I thought that was quite a while ago.
Sorry, what was that?
I thought it was a hippie thing with the lava lamps.
Well, that's what I thought it was, yeah. But then
Kind of.
they came back what, like 2010, so
Yeah,
maybe
sort of
15 years ago.
early 2010s. They
Yeah.
were kind of popular.
So the hipster movement or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, basically I'm gonna finish this test and then I'm gonna pull the plug on the stream. Because I got a 200 gig on the hard drive. I got a 200 gig Western Digital, which is gonna take a while, and I need to go do another stream. So
That's fair. So here we sit, waiting.
here we sit waiting. Yeah.
Waiting.
We have 4 minutes, so it's not gonna be that long.
What will finish first? Will my Mac boot or will the test finish?
Are you running a Blue SCSI on that?
Oh, God. Sorry. I just touched the CPU. That was a mistake. Wow.
Little toasty, is it?
That's hot. That needs cooling down or something. Yeah, it's
Maybe
very...
liquid. Maybe that.
Yeah, I'm going to move the fan. This is where I cut my finger open on the fan.
Hold on, let's make Mark big so we can watch him like decapitate his finger. That's not what I wanted to do. Live on the stream. Let's watch the blood splatter all over the monitor.
The wire's not long enough. I need... Ow! Yeah, there you go. There goes my
You
finger.
were joking about Mac-related carnage earlier.
Well, yeah. Now
I mean,
this thing
your
starts slashing.
My MacBook was fine. Your Mac bit you. So just wanted to say that for the record.
Yes, but yours just kept going slash, 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 slash. So we're just waiting for...
And
It's
yeah,
gonna wait till
it's
you
given
go to
also
my,
going
it's
as-
given my
as-
LC3 bad ideas. You know, it's a bad influence. You know, it's a bad idea, friend.
Yours is gonna wait till you go to sleep, Lily, and then ring, ring, ring.
It hasn't got enough battery for that.
Like Jaws, it'd be like coming across the fence. Like,
Right?
dun, 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 dun. You know, I managed to move the fan far enough to keep it cool.
Cool.
It's bouncing a bit.
Oh, I started to ask, are you running a Blue SCSI?
Yes.
Okay.
It's sticking out the back.
Oh, it's an
Can't
external.
see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have one. I totally forgot I had it in here in my drawer. But let me pull it out.
I wish I had enough Blue SCSIs that I completely forgot I'd got one.
Well, I don't have it. I only have the one, but I put it away because the case, the protective case broke. So I put it in an anti-static bag and then put it in a drawer.
Yes, mine
And
has to
then
live in an anti-static bag because I used to have a protective case on it, but then I tried to plug it into my Quadra 650 and it didn't fit. Now, yours
Yeah, this is the problem. Exact same problem. I got a Centra 650 and it won't fit on the back. And so you got to take it out of the case, and then that's how the case got broke.
Yeah.
So.
Same. Is that what you were playing with on Saturday?
No, I was playing with the 650, but it's playing with the 650, yes, but it's got an internal Blue SCSI, so I don't need to use my. I was like, sweet, I don't have to worry about where that. Because I forgot I put it in there, so I'm like, do, and then I found it as I was on the stream. I'm like, oh.
Cool.
Are you gonna get that? Why is your Blue SCSI so slow?
It's not. It's because this is only a 20 megahertz 030.
Ah, okay.
It's an LC3, so it's not the fastest thing on two legs.
Well, we're almost done the test, by the way. We're on the last row.
Well, my Mac booted first, so.
Okay.
Nanner.
But I'll change back to show you that it should be good at this point. We're on the.
Here's something faster than your Mac. Boots in 3 seconds. That's an ESP32 on a breakout board.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's
No,
going
I
to
got
be
one more
the-
row after this.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's a totally legal copy of Adobe Premiere on there.
A for abandonware.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is.
But hey, most of the parts that I surprisingly pulled out of this computer have worked.
Yeah.
The memory worked. The 20 gigabyte hard drive, or 20.5 gigabyte hard drive to be precise, worked, or at least tested fine. The 60 gig is almost done, and it shouldn't give me any errors on the last line. So that's done. The video card worked. So yay! It was just the motherboard, and that's what I kind of thought when I looked at it and saw it was a black power supply. I'm like, it's not a power supply issue.
No, like I say, I've watched enough of Mike Tech's videos with those that era of motherboard to know that the caps are horrible on those.
Yeah. Oh, as soon as I heard Pentium 4, my mind went to pop,
Yeah.
but a lot more. Look at that! It's finished. If we had any errors, they'd be in under the messages on the right-hand side. So, ta-da! No errors, no red box.
No smoke.
That's
No
a
smoke.
miracle in its own right. The fact that
I
that's
know,
a
right?
2000s Mac store and it still works.
So I'm gonna be deleting these as well. So let me change my camera back. Ba-dum. Hi, welcome.
It's Trina.
Yeah, so I think hi. Hold on, I gotta check my the eBay auction. I gotta open another tab here. Okay. It ends in 37 minutes. Oh, now 36. So I got to keep an eye on it for the client because yeah, the hinge kit includes the top, like the back cover, was as much as this computer, which is weird because like it's a decent little computer for the specs. Like it's a 12th gen processor, i3, but his is an AMD, and I compared them, and they said it's a 10% actual speed increase to go to the i3 12th gen. So I'm like, okay, let's do that. It's also got 8 gigs of memory. They both do, so it is what it is. So yeah, I'm just gonna, if I get the computer for close to what a hinge kit, saves me a lot of swearing at it.
No, but you're still going to swear, so it doesn't matter.
No, I shouldn't. It should be just take drive out, put drive in, put bottom back on, boot. Because that's what he's asking.
And a few swear words in there, just because it's your stream.
No.
Let's see. We'll see.
I don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about.
No.
Yeah, crossing is kind of an Irish tradition, so that's my 2
Oh, I know.
cents on
I
that.
worked with an Irish girl. Oh, I know. And then I got really mad
Right,
because
fucking bastard.
she got mad at me because one day I was like, there's this really there's this girl who plays bagpipes, redheaded girl. Anyway, so I sent it to her and I said, oh, I thought of you when I saw this, and she said, we don't do bagpipes, and I went, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I got in trouble. I'm like, Irish.
If I commented on that, it would be
English.
really unkind, so I'm not going to.
Oh,
That said, I'm also half Scottish, so.
I was going to say, you can't start. You've got a St Andrew's cross in the background. Come on.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've got kind of. I'm an exile basically. I have to remind myself of where I've come from and the steps that have taken me here. So I've got a Scottish flag here. I've got an English flag in the hallway and an Irish one in the bedroom.
But yeah, she teased me about it, and I'm like, Irish, Scottish, English. It's it's all one and the same, isn't it, over there?
For that statement alone.
I got a smack in the
Ow.
side of the head for that one.
Ouch!
So, and then
Ow.
Tim, who was
Mark,
one of my coworkers.
are we coming over to lynch her? Because, she's earnest.
Bring
Why
it on.
not?
Bring it on.
Yeah, I'll bring the
But that's
torches.
okay,
You bring the
'cause
pitchforks. Turn up on the
I
doors.
got the smack in the side of the head, and then
Actually, I've
Tim,
got the perfect weapon. 1 second.
Angry mob.
Uh-oh. And Tim, who is English, just shook his head at me. Oh God. God.
Piece of railway track. Get railway, nerd.
Yeah, I'm canceled. I guess that's it. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in to Trina Has No Idea About Cultures, and apparently not.
It's particularly bad given you come from Canada.
I know, right? I should know.
You complained about me saying yank to you.
Yep.
Well, that's justified considering she's from Canada.
Yeah. And right now we have this whole anti-American sentiment going on up here.
Like,
So
go away, America! You can't buy our country. Yeah.
I mean, technically, we're all part of "quote unquote" America, if you will, North America. But
Yeah, like I said, sure shite looks like the same land from afar.
yeah, no. We beat the Americans. Anyway, thanks for tuning into my stream. That we could sit here and talk all day. But yeah.
Yes, please.
Go to trinastech.com, where you can find all the links to my online presence, including my coffee account. If you can afford to buy me a coffee, that'd be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, do the usual good stuff, and I'll see you at the next one, which I don't know when. That might be Saturday. So, see ya. Bye.